who are not familiar with my channel, we do everything energy here. We are here to align you with your person, whether it is through past life hypnosis, subconscious reprogramming, tarot readings. I've been doing this for a very long time. And I like to do readings, and every now and then I'll do some free readings for your support and for all of those who have been helping me align. All right, so I just went and uploaded a 4-pile card reading with a door. That would be fun for you all to check out. And for everyone who is just joining, I am willing to do a few pull reads now that I had some sleep. I was online last night. I was so tired. All right. So who would like, good morning. Let's have some coffee and check and see what's going on with people's energies. So who would like to have the first reading? Morning, Lee. Did you want to have a read first off? I mean, I just started this video. So you're probably the first one who jumped on. Hey, Anne, nice to see you. Lee was the first to jump on, so they are rewarded with the very first. And for those who are not aware, you probably noticed the chat is a little different. Thank you, Anne. I got monetized this weekend, so let me know if you see anything different. If you notice anything different, I may not see the same thing you do, so let me know. All right. Thank you. It was a big deal for me. Big deal for me. All right. So, and I thank you all for your support. Absolutely. Okay, Lee, to you. What's your question? Do you want me just to do a general read, or is there a particular question that you may have? Yes. Well, I'm seeing here that there has been, all right. So I'm seeing here that you're not quite clear. You're not quite sure. You feel a little bit like there is a good morning. Nice to see you, Bodhi. Good morning. So it's seeing here that you're not quite clear. You're undecided. You're seeing some trouble in the emotional aspects of this relationship. You're not seeing it being. It's seeing a little bit of one-sided type of relationship, and you're a little concerned about where this is going. So in the past, I am looking at you basically initiated control. You What is this Randy seeming to be preaching at? All right, so Randy's taking this space. Yeah, Randy's taking this space because he wants to be all about him. So for everybody in the chat, Randy's just venting because he wants to shine in the star a little bit, but he's supposed to have his own channel for that. Anyway, all right. So Lee, we have here in the past, you took control, you took initiative, but you weren't sure what you wanted. You really were not sure what you really, really wanted. and you were searching for some ideas, maybe trying to choose what options do I have here. And as much as you were really trying to take control of this, you weren't really sure what you wanted. Yeah, exactly. Give Randy some love. He just needs a little of attention. I don't mind sharing a little bit of my light, but as long as Randy doesn't try to, you know, take over mine. Um, all right. So what's happening here is, so you weren't sure what you wanted in the past, but right now you're starting to pay attention to your self-worth. You're starting to see what, paying attention to your financial security, you're paying attention to your value, you're paying attention to your ability to be the prize. And so you started paying attention to the people that you were contacting with and seeing, were they worthy of you, or what were they given to you and what you were receiving, because you were quite surprised by some of um the messages were coming through. Thank you. I love being sent to all of us. Yeah, well, let's talk about that, okay? So right now, what I see is coming is, you know, this person wasn't reliable. This person was not willing to do any of the work. But whether there was a block between you, I see that actually being cleared. And so that block is going to be free. Now, whether or not this person is coming back as a karmic lesson, returning for you to observe the lesson here. Are you going to choose you, or are you going to choose them? Because this is not something new. This is something that's been ongoing for a very long time. And you are not really clear about what is going on because this is something subconscious. And so this is something that you have to release, because if not, it's going to reappear. And so if this is not the same person, it will be the same circumstances. I do see you achieving what you are to clear. And it has been something, as a negative attachment, and there was some codependency here of you trying to be attached to somebody who may not want it to be connected to you or want it the same thing as you. And so because you were trying to do something in your masculine energy, it was time for you to switch more into your divine feminine and see that you are fulfillment, you are belonging, you are love, you are grateful, you are energetic, you are a vibrational being that will attract this person if you just allow yourself to surrender to that energy. Yeah. Um, I have some videos that I had posted recently on addressing those wounds. Some really lovely videos. Yeah, I know. I'm good. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet, please. I do ask everybody I read to subscribe. It's the only thing I'm asking you to do. You don't have to send money. You have the option if you wanted to, but you don't have to send money. I'm here for you. All right. So this is what it's telling you. Hmm. All right. Who would like the next read? Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to live close with internet. We're always next door to each other. All right. Yes. Thank you so much, Lee. Hmm. All right. Thank you. Everybody loves my glasses. I've had these for years. I was Barbie before Barbie was Barbie, right? I was a Barbie. I'm an original Barbie. I am a 58-year-old Barbie. But anyway, um, all right. So who's doing the next read? I have a pot boiling, so I have to pay attention. I didn't see who was the next one online for read. Anne, how you doing? You still here? I don't see you, Anne. All right. I'm doing you next, Anne. Anne here, I feel very much a question that she needs to hear. All right, Anne. Anne, you're still in that pain mode, all right? You're still in a state of loss, grief, suffering, all right? But I got some news for you. This read is all about that, all right? Now, with you in this frequency, it is a dial that you can align yourself. You can align yourself with abundance. You can align yourself with happiness. You can align yourself with grief, and so we will vibrate and match our frequency to the effects of what we are experiencing. And right now, you're not seeing the value in yourself. You're not, well, actually, not right now, but in the past. In the past, all right? Because right now, there is some changes. But in the past, you didn't see the value in yourself. You didn't see how, you know, powerful you were and see the value in your love in who you are. You were focusing so much on somebody who really wasn't an abundant person to you. This person wasn't giving you security. This person wasn't giving you attention. This person wasn't giving you enough. And so you wanted to look ahead and you wanted to have more. You wanted to expand. You wanted to change that. You wanted to find a way to be able to manifest enough. And so right now, your energy is showing this new feelings of spirituality and abundance and tapping into your intuition and hoping that you can reconnect this love in this energy. You want this healing, reunion, this familiarity, but it's stressing you out. It's stressing you out, Anne. It's stressing you out so bad that you can't seem to relax. Your nervous system is a little dysregulated too. And you're having some anxiety about relationships now. And you sometimes don't know what to do. So what I'm seeing here is you're coming up to a stage. I'm paying attention to a pot because I don't want it to boil over. Um, you're coming to a stage where you're starting to get clear in your mind what you have to do. You know what? You're just like going to make the adjustments. And so if a relationship doesn't want to show up for you, then you're going to adjust your dial so that you can go and change what needs to change in order for you to be in alignment, because you're not to be the one doing the work. You need to be the magnet and allow that energy to be pulled in. And something shifts in you. It just seems like you finally say, I had enough of this stress. I am trying and I'm trying. And you know what? You're a hamster running on a wheel. You're not going anywhere. Stop trying so hard because that's why this is not working. You're in masculine energy, and it's time for you to get in your divine feminine energy and say, hey, I know what I want. And what I need to do is focus on how I am the magnet. Sure, Bodhi. Certainly you can be next. Ah, thank you, Bodhi. I thank you for your support. You've been very, very much. There's a bunch of you who has been on my journey. Um, I've been doing this for years, but I've only really went public about a year ago. And thank you all for allowing me to get to the stage of being monetized because of your support. And so I appreciate each and every single one of you because you contribute to me so I can contribute back to you. Yeah, you're in your own way. You know why? Because you don't have high standards for yourself. You deserve so much more. You deserve so much more. Stop feeling sorry for yourself because, girl, you are a prize. And until somebody starts treating you like that, they don't deserve you. Stop trying to figure out how to be worthy for them. Okay. Um, so that's my message for you. All right, Bodhi, you're next. I'm scared my pot's gonna boil over. Mm. You need to find a way. I got some videos posted. Those will help you. Um, get back into the opening the heart. That one is a really good one. Um, there's a couple of them I just posted. You know what? After we're done this, I will post 3 links to 3 videos that you listen to. They're lovely. They're just listen to them. You meditate, do your housework, whatever work, and just listen to the background. Um, they'll help. They will hypnotize you. I don't have anything in the background that you can't hear. So they're not going to make you do something that you don't want to do. They're not going to program you to do something unrealistic. They're just to make you more sovereign in your own queen energy. All right, Bodhi. Hey, Don. How are you? Can you check out all the new stuff down there in the chat? Isn't that cool? I have all sorts of new little things. I have emojis and I have all sorts of little stickers. And no, you guys don't have to send me money, but I'm just excited. I have all of those new things. Okay, Bodhi, you're next. I hope you all go right back to the start and watch these readings because I love the messages that come through for everyone here. All right, Bodhi. I'm just going to go and turn down that pot. Just to make sure it does not fall. Don't look my hair. It's such a mess. My ponytail is coming out. All right. Bodhi. You're in a situation here. You're focused on another. The only thing is you're trying to make some plans, but you're not sure because there is some disruptions where you're not sure what to do with the other person. In the past, there has been some deception There has been kind of some lies, or, you know, there was some deception in the community or the friendships that you kept. Someone kind of wasn't being upfront about something. And so things had to change. And when they changed, you had to make sure that they changed for the better and not the way that it was going. And so that change happened because there was some deception here. And so currently, you're seeing this never really going away. It's still there. You're not stressed about it. You're not, having a trauma response. It's just you're not clear why there is this repeating itself, or why you are still in this state where you're not sure why this is still happening here. Um, you've made your decision to not be in that situation, but it seems like it's still around you. Somehow it's showing up. And so what I'm seeing is that you're making the steps to really pay attention. Is this something I'm attracting through my energy? Is this something that I'm subconsciously bringing out? Or is it really that I'm not the one who is the problem in the relationship? Maybe it's me, or is it them, right? Because it seems like whatever this is, it doesn't feel good. And so, you know, you are hardworking. You deserve for all the effort and work that you have done. But there is a little spiritual bypassing showing here, where and I call that spiritual bypassing is when someone thinks that they are elevated a little higher than they should. There is something here that needs to come out, to be seen or to be heard. And sometimes people doesn't show up to deceive you, but to show you something within. And so, hi, Jessica. I'm so glad that you are all joining me. So, there's something here that you need to pay attention to, and, allow the ego to observe. Sorry, the sun is right behind me and it's kind of blocking me out. Allow yourself to observe. Allow yourself to see what people need to show you. And what is yours, you will know it's yours. And what is not, just observe and notice how your alignment is. Because those who are deceiving you, you may be actually deceiving yourself. You may be in denial of something that you don't want to pay attention to. And that is really your message that is coming through. I could probably ask just, I just want to, I feel like I need to pull another card. Yeah. You need to find a way to enjoy life more. And this seems like it's going towards you too. Find a way that you can enjoy your activities and enjoy your life a little bit more, so that when you are enjoying your activities, this is the vibration that's being sent out, because somehow you're not focusing. Hello there. You're not focusing on the joy, you're focusing on the deception, or you're focusing on the lie, or you're looking for something to judge. And so, as long as you are doing that, if you're looking and looking for validation of some sort, you're going to get validation. If you just actually turn your frequency for the enjoyment to know that everything is about pleasure and enjoyment, but not in a degree that is greedy or selfish. It was just like, we're here to be happy. We're here to enjoy life. So how can you enjoy? Well, sorry that they hurt your eyes. These are my actual prescription glasses, and I've been wearing them for like 5 years. So, mm. Thanks, Jessica. All right, so that is the message, Bodhi. How can you find the joy in the connections that you share and look for the joy in everything that you do, especially with the connections, and you will see more of that there. I have to look to make sure I didn't skip over anybody after Bodhi. I know that not many people have been asking for readings, but I can sure as well look and see if you're next. You have to make sure you're subscribed to my channel, though. That is one thing I ask. And that's because karmically, I should not be giving so much to you if you can't give me that simple thing back. Unless you want to send a tip instead, but that's up to you. All I ask is to subscribe. Oh, cool. Was there anybody that I was skipping over that asked for a reading before I go? And I'm looking at, is that Gorilla Land Lion? Thanks, Bodhi. Bodhi, I thank you for your support, like I said. And I don't try my best. Gorilla, I'll call you Gorilla. Absolutely, because that's what came to me when I seen your name. And I thank all of my team who have been here since day one helping me out. Gorilla, let's see what's going on with you, Gorilla. And I encourage everybody to go from the start, because right from the start, we had a lot of great messages there. Has anybody put their Christmas tree up yet? I'm going to get a little closer. Has anybody put their Christmas tree up yet? I did. I did. I was supposed to have been on the other day. Yes, you can ask a question. By the way, this jumped out. Thank you. Gorilla, I'm waiting for your question. You want to see what's going on with you and the Gemini man? Sure. I'm in Vancouver, Canada. He is based in the States, and I'm a Taurus man. All right. So, Gorilla, let's see. Gorilla and the Gemini. Let's just say, so you're a Taurus man, and he is Gemini. I just did Taurus and Gemini readings, by the way. You may want to check those out later. All right. I'm seeing some cards here. I got the Empress and the Emperor right side by. I'm telling you, I got to show you these cards. You see that? I have a whole bunch of cards here. I'll go through them. But I decided I just want to pull some cards on the Gemini man. And the Gemini man is showing me the Emperor and the Empress, the King of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Wow. So this definitely looks beautiful. So divine masculine, divine feminine. Yes, you may be a Taurus man and he could be a Taurus as well, but definitely this is about masculine and feminine energies. And I'm trying to block out the sun. I don't know if you guys all see that, but the sun is right behind me. So you've got the Emperor and the Empress. You get the six of Wands, which is success. You get the King of Wands, which is a bold, daring, sexy man. And you've got the Two of Pentacles, which is balance, really, give and take. Boom, boom, boom. Absolutely. And so then I have here in the past, you wanted to have a nice flow. You tried your best not to be codependent. You tried your best not to be obsessed. You tried your best with this person to be secure, to get your shit together, and to, you really put effort in here. And you know what? You have fulfillment with this person. It just seems like everything flowed wonderfully. And then what happened was, I know you keep on saying I'm a Taurus and he's a Gemini. I'm not doing signs right now. I did the signs. I'm doing a personalized reading for you. So, can we let that go for a little bit about the Taurus and the Gemini right now? Because I don't know. You keep on telling me that. And I really am not going to attach the whole collective on the Taurus and the whole collective on the Gemini. I'm trying to attach to your energy right now, if you don't mind. All right. So so in the past, I am seeing here that you tried really, really hard to not be codependent, to try to be dependent on yourself, to be secure, to focus on your money, to focus on the abundance of the relationship. You really tried hard to focus on the fulfillment and the happiness that you had on the outside as well as the inside. And what happened was, it came into a situation here where there wasn't any grief or pain. You start vibrating at a frequency where a lot of the pain from the past just felt like it was being released. The only thing, nothing really changed and nothing really grew. And, you felt a little bit automatic, like you were just trying to do the right thing all the time, but you really didn't have an opportunity to be able to be yourself. There was a little bit of like an act. And so I'm seeing now that you're starting to move into your divine feminine energy. I know you're the divine feminine here, or they are. But I see that what happened is two masculines have to figure out which one is supposed to be the action and which one is the magnet. And so as one turns into their, seeing how valuable they are in this relationship, seeing the potential and seeing how this is something that is absolutely in synchronicity, you'll see that the old past of, whether it's childhood, it was just something where there was some pain from the past, is not being repeated, because I don't see one of you reenacting this past and looking for an apology or being corrected in some way, because there is a surprise here with this person, that may be a little irresponsible. And that has a lot to do with how you manifest. And how you manifest may be because you might be manifesting from some things that you are trying to do right because of you manifest from a contrast. And so you're trying to attract somebody that's going to do things, show up for you in a certain way. And so you're manifesting from the contrast of trying to, micromanage your romantic life. And what's happening is, as soon as you start relaxing and being in your romantic life, everything started going wonky. And so that's why you have to see that you are a manifester and you have the potential to manifest this, but you need to do it from not wounds. This is not the same person from your past, but somehow your attachment is. Does that make sense? Garella, are you still here? Does that make sense for you? I mean, when I look at this person is all in, all in. Couldn't ask for anything more. But can you believe it? That's the thing. Your gift today is to learn to believe. I really like him, but I sent him. I'm not sure what you're saying. I really like him, but I sent him along. I'm not sure what you said. No, of course, you overwhelmed him. Again, you need to understand the long messages are, what are you doing? Looking for validation, looking for an explanation, you're looking for something, so you're reacting from a wound. And this is where you're going to see that this person is not at that level of maturity to to work through your wounds. This person is really responding to the fact that there is wonderful magic here, but not not the whole dramatic pain and suffering too. You took it as a rejection because that's your wound. The fact that you even did it, it was like, why? Why did you have to send him a big, long, over explaining message? Why isn't it still like, what did he do wrong? Like, what's wrong? So, when you realize you put yourself out there, why? Why do you what is it about people that feel that they have to go and get the other person to respond about what is going on with you? No, you'll have to wait your turn. Can you wait until I ask you for your question for a reading? Because if you put questions right now, I'm not going to be able to see them when it's your turn. Thank you. Anybody becomes overwhelmed. Relationships really shouldn't be about projections, and they shouldn't be about some wound that has to be healed, because that's a lot of responsibility for the other person. It's not their burden to heal your past pain and suffering with other people. It is not their job. They're here to show up and to be in alignment with you. That's what I'm saying. So your attachment, if you feel you really like him because there's some familiarity there, but that's the thing. Are you responding with love, or are you responding with pain? If you are responding with pain, you're overcompensating. If you're responding with love, it's like oxygen, it's already there. See? That's the pain. That's the pain. This is I hope everybody is watching this. That seems like I'm always coaching and trying to explain this. Oxygen, do you see me saying, "Is there air in this room?" Of course there's air in this room. I'm breathing. Do you see what I mean? The guy is showing up. He's responding to your messages. He's having a great time with you. Everything seems to be great. Why are you asking him if he's breathing? You get it now? You have a fear of abandonment. You have a fear of somebody not showing up for you. You have a fear of somebody disappointed. You have a fear. Those are negative mindsets. Those are wounds that you are responding from. So when you and this person is texting each other and everything is great and everything is wonderful and they're responding every day, why ask them? I have all of these feelings and I'm sharing all these feelings. Why are we getting so intellectual about all of this? Opening up the heart and have some fun and just take it one day at a time. Yeah, the fear. You started in this making sure that you were not going to be codependent, you were being free, and you were really having a great time, and you felt emotionally safe when you did it. So, so you understand what is going wrong here? I think you should think about what I have said because this is what's coming up in your reading. All right. All right. Who is the next one who wanted a reading? Can any of my moderators tell me if I missed anything? Because there's a lot of chats going on here. Hello. Uh-oh. All right. So I ask that you subscribe to get a read. I ask you don't have to pay me money and you don't have to be first in line to pay me money doesn't guarantee you first in line unless you have one of my special memberships, and those will always guarantee you next read, because I can sometimes pop on and just as quickly pop off again. But if you are one of my members that has a subscription, you're always going to be guaranteed a read when I'm online. All right. So I see a lot of hi Vickies. All right. So I'm not sure who asked first. I'm trying to get through. Who is here? Any of my moderators here? Hey, Cherry. There you are. I have a whole bunch of my moderators here, but I don't know who is here and who is not. Yay! Cherry is always such a blast. Cherry blast. Cherry is my girl. I'm going to tell you, Cherry has been the best moderator every single time. I Cherry, can you do me a quick scroll and see who was the next one for the read? Can you do that for me? Um, I'm not sure where all of I seen Dawn, I seen Jess, I seen a whole bunch of them. I don't know what happened to them. I don't see them saying hi to me right now. And we'll take on the next read as soon as I know who it is, because I see Izzy is waving their hand, and I also see other people, but I'm just not sure. Um, Izzy is the next. Yeah, because Izzy. Oh, there's Dawn. Dawn. I wasn't sure if you were still here. All right. What's coming in for love? And yes, Dishank. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Dishankara. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm just going to call you Dishy. All right. Disha. Hey, girl, you caught me. By the way, for all of you just joining, I hope you get a chance to go back to the start and watch these readings because they've been very amazing. Lots of insights coming through, and I started doing them last night, but I got so tired. Sorry, don't ask any question until it is your turn for a read. I'm not going to. Disha is perfect. Great. I think Disha is next after Izzy, by the way. I'm just thinking that. And nobody posts questions unless it's your turn. Nobody's guaranteed a read. No one is ever guaranteed a read unless you have a membership. No one's guaranteed a read unless you have a membership and until you have a membership. And I think Don and Carol is the only two people who have memberships. La la la. Well, sometimes I don't know if I can call your name because I can't even see. I have the sun came out when I started doing these readings. I don't understand what happened here, but I started doing those readings in the sun. Like it's blasting. I'm like in the sunshine right now and it's blasting at me. So I'm trying to block it because I can't see the screen. So bear with me. All right. And for all of you guys who've been with me forever, I got monetized this weekend. Check out the chat and all the fun stuff in there. I think if you type the word, there's a couple of words that if you type out, it will show an icon. It's a couple of things. It's been really cool. All right, Izzy, I'll focus on you right now. All right. Izzy. All right. Got some information here for you. Thank you, Cherry. You know what? I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys, especially you, Cherry. Oh, you've been amazing. I swear, almost every single time I do live reads, Cherry has been like banging the hit like, subscribe, all the deets. Now, Izzy, you need to be subscribed. I don't want to have this as members only that's getting reads. So make sure that we can have continued it, that you only have to be a subscriber in order to accomplish this. So let's keep it honest, okay? So make sure that you're a subscriber. Karmically, you're not going to get anything out of it as a read. All right, I'm just going to put it out there. Thanks. And it's not like I asked for that for any, like, you guys help me, I help you, right? All right, Izzy, 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 you're finding that the person is not showing up. They're not doing the work that you are doing. You're a little conflicted here. I see with you and this person, there is some conflict. And this conflict is because you've been so honest about your feelings for this person. You're really conflicted. They've been really honest about their feelings, and so because they're being really honest, and you're kind of like you want to be right, they want to have it their way. And so you guys been trying to be easygoing with each other. And So, this is in the past. This is in the past. I don't know who it is, but it's showing in the past conflict between you and someone else who was really honest about their feelings. And so you guys just kind of went easygoing about it. So I'm not, well, you might be single, but what, you have never had any relationship in the past? Because this is talking about the past. I'm waiting for your response. Hi, Gazzy boy. Gaz boy. Where is Izzy? Yes. So there's a relationship that was full of conflict. And this person was honest about their emotions. And you guys tried to be easygoing. This seems a little bit like friends instead of, friends with benefits type of thing. Um, this is what it seems like. It just seems like it did not, it did not leave a good impression with you. It's like, you know, the honesty didn't work out. And so right now, currently in your situation, you're like, I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere here. It just seems like, I give and give and give. I am being real. I'm not being needy. I'm not being insecure. I'm really being generous, but nothing is going anywhere. I'm taking people out on dates and I'm trying to meet people, but I can't seem to find my match. Um, Mr. Gaz Boy, I don't know if you're trying to offer yourself to me, but I'm double your age. And so I'm not really interested. Somebody My boss at work thinks this is a dating site because of the fact it's get your soulmate and dump the rest, but it's actually, and he laughs. He jokes with me all the time. But he was like, "Yeah, yeah, he gets it now because I told him enough times what it is." But it's just yeah, it's not a dating site. I'm not for you. Um, so you're not dating? Well, it says here that you are pretty discouraged and it's not, nothing is going anywhere. And it says here that you're really secure and you're a giver and you have been providing, but nothing's going anywhere. And I'm seeing here for you that energetically you still have some stress about this thing that happened in the past. And it's subconsciously what is in your way of a challenge here. And so, if you don't mind, I feel very much that this is telling you that your divorce may be in your way. Yeah. I think sometimes, and Cherry, I know you're trying to give him some warning, but some people are so oblivious to, you know, as long as there's not a lot of extra profanity or graphic, you know, sexual stuff or anything that would be really making people uncomfortable. We can just ignore them because I think some people just say things to get attention. They just want to get attention. And so they just hijack people's YouTube lives so that they can get attention. So it's okay. We can ignore those. Just, everybody say hi to them and tell them go away. Or you got your moment in the sun and then you can leave. But yeah, this is what it's showing here through for your reading. Back to you, Izzy, is that, there was a conflict, there was some truth that came out, and you try to be easy going with it. You really didn't want to go through with being just easy going and things ended. And you're just feeling like, I don't understand. I'm a kind, giving person. I don't understand why nothing is working out for me. And you're a little stressed out about it. But, you can make things come around. You can really get back in your energy of what you are, because I'm seeing here that it has something to do with the psyche. And so there is something here that you've seen something go wrong because of honesty. It's just like, when if you meet somebody and have feelings for them, it automatically makes you shut down. Let me see, because this is what's telling me here is why things seem to be not showing up for you. If you were to change, let's word it this way. If you are to change the subconscious reprogramming that opening up your emotions and connecting with someone is going to automatically make it's like not saying abandonment issues, but disappointment. There's something to do here with disappointment. Let's see. I will see here, Izzy. All right, Izzy. Mm. The heartbreak, the pain is in your way. And until you can release the heartbreak, love is there for you if you can release the heartbreak. I am getting here that's something to do with your childhood, or there is something innocent. There's something where this originates from. It made you feel hopeless. It made you feel that you're not able to have something that's going to be progressive. And so, because of that, you feel that you're not going to achieve the complete satisfaction again. There is something that you are, your heart is shut down. There is something that you felt that you at one point in your life you had something that kind of went upside down, and because of it you don't trust that you can have it again, not with the right, like maybe it was not the right person, but you don't trust that you can have it again. Yeah, well, you're not attracting with your heart because you got your heart blocked. That's what it's saying. You need to release the pain that is blocking your heart. You need to learn to trust that you can experience love without the pain, but you need to release the pain because this is what is going on. It's keeping your heart blocked. When you shift this energy, it will shift everything. Like love is there as soon as you figure out how to do it. And but it's the pain that's making you blocked. Um that's what I'm trying to say. Like it is it is how the energies work. I can't really go into a whole lesson of explaining how manifestation do. I work with people on a regular basis and it's not something I can say other than, well, it's showing here that you're not close to success. It's showing here nothing is growing, nothing is um, uh, expanding, and that you are secure, you are not needy, you have been giving. I don't know who you're giving to. So if you're not dating, what is the giving energy about? Is like maybe you, but you are not giving to anybody because your heart is closed off. This is all telling me your heart is blocked. Your heart is closed down and because of pain. Somebody was pain to you. It was conflict. There was a misalignment. And because of this misalignment, you don't trust anybody. But one time you did. One time you did trust somebody. You thought everything would be great. At one point, you thought it would be absolutely, this is the one. And then there was conflict. And as soon as it was conflict, you shut down. So, what is causing you to shut down is the fact that um, your deception is that when somebody is honest about their feelings, you shut down. And so, would you rather them lie? Would you rather them pretend that everything is okay? Well, this is the thing. You're pretending that everything is okay, but it's not. You're waiting for somebody else to say, "Hey, I like you." Well, how do they like you when they don't even know you? You need to get past the pain. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying what's coming through the reading. I don't know you. It stated you're dating. I'm giving an example of what's going on with the energy. And so whether or not you're dating, it's not going anywhere. If you were dating a whole bunch of people right now, you could go and pay for everybody's meals and nothing will happen because right now everything is going not the right direction. And that's why I said everything is turning towards um, you being stressed out and realizing it's subconscious, and you're trying to figure out how to overcome it, but you can't. You seem like you don't want to do the work, and if you don't want to do the work, I don't know what else to say to you. You have to self reflect. You have to look at the ways that you are not initiating the steps. You know, you have some codependency energy and attachment style that is connected to something that caused you um, a, a, a manifestation that you had to walk away from. And so, because of that, you are constantly being in a stalemate when it comes to relationships. And this is the thing, this is the energy you're manifesting. If this is the energy you're manifesting, they're always going to keep on being the same situation. So that's what I'm trying to say. This, you're asking, how can I manifest something different? Maybe we have to say, okay, what if you did all the work? All right. What if you did all the work and seen what you were manifesting, why you were manifesting? Maybe you did a couple of the wound clearing videos that I did, or maybe you read the wound clearing book that I wrote. Maybe somehow you went and started doing the work inside that I just gave you insight on. Maybe those happen. What happens now if you do the work? Because right now it's saying in the cards that you haven't done the work. So, what if you're asking, what if I did all the work? What if I paid attention to where I got hurt and understanding that person hurt me because they were being honest? This was about me shutting down, that I have to open up and trust. This is all about me and trust. Me and trusting, knowing that maybe it wasn't in divine alignment for me to have that relationship as long as I did, and maybe possibility that maybe there is something better for me. All right. So just say hypothetically you do the work. And if you do the work, look at that. It's saying the conflict is actually going to be healed. And even though the conflict is going to be healed, you're going to succeed in what you're trying to achieve. And so it says here that you're going to be releasing the conflict, even though it was there. And things are going to be more balanced. Things are going to be more give and take. And you're going to see that the conflict is going to end finally. It was so hard, though. And this is where your past is going to start being healed, because everything you heal now will heal the past. And so, at first you're not going to be easygoing. You're going to be, just getting your protection, and you're not going to be attracting anybody love. You're going to be just, trying to figure out what you want. But you're so rigid, you're going to be like, I'm just needing to take some space and figure out how to protect myself and be guarded. And so, because you're being guarded, you're not going to know how to recognize how to attract through your heart, because your heart has a lot to do with trust. But you know that people are showing up, there's a potential there. So, what you're going to do is you're going to start dating people that's not going to be quite worth your value and your time and your effort. But instead, because of it, you're going to be attracting people who wants you to do all the work, and they don't want to put any effort in. So you're going to be running after unavailable or unattainable people. And so that has a lot to do with a little bit more work to do. So, yeah, there is a commitment here for you, and it's going to happen really fast. As soon as you look at why you're hopeless, and why you have a memory from an early in the past of you not being deserving of it all. You'll have a relationship, a real commitment. And that's all it is saying once you can open up your heart. Dishy, you're next. I can't even see the screen anymore. No, I given you enough information, Izzy, for an online reading. People book me for readings, and I think that I've given you quite a bit. Um, Gemini and an Aries, can you let me know what are the marriage possibilities? We are in a relationship from 3.5 years. Um, yes, Izzy. The only thing I can tell you is first do the work. You have work to do. This is a time to not start anything new, but just to go and look inside, redo, renew, review. So it's something about looking at the past so you can go forward. It's like an arrow. I feel an arrow is pulling back for you to be able to shoot further along. All right. I would tell you right now, Aries are going through a little bit of a shit show right now. Aries have been having a little tough time. All right. So what you're looking at is your relationship with your partner. Your partner's coming across here a little disconnected. Someone's not happy. Why is somebody not happy? All right, somebody's not happy. All right. Here you are doing a lot of hard work. Are you a workaholic or something? Because it looks like you're working a lot. And this person is going through a big change. And so it looks like somebody is a financial burden to the other. There is some kind of obligation from one of you to the other. So if you've been together for a couple of years, it looks like one of you has a responsibility for the other. Currently, I'm looking at someone may be you, looks like, not holding too tightly um, to something, like whether it is, you're okay with, providing for this person, you're okay with taking care of this person, but this person um doesn't feel secure. And because maybe the person had a job change or something that's going on with them, they don't feel secure. And so there seems to be a little pushing away or shutting down, or maybe not expressing themselves fully to you. And so I'm not sure. Should precious date, I don't know what that says. Anyway, I can't read this. I have sun I my screen is, like, hard to see. So what I'm seeing here is someone is okay with, you're not holding the purse strings too tightly, but this person is pushing you away. It just seems like there is, um, kind of like a little bit of a little denial, or everything seems okay, but not sure if it is. So what's coming up for you is you know I don't know if it's other people outside of you, or there seems to be some disappointment here. All right. And the disappointment is because they don't want to listen to what you are trying to offer. You're trying to create happy memories. You're trying to be nostalgic. It's like, why can't we go back to the love? Why can't we go back to the way things used to be? It kind of transferred into responsibilities. It seems to go into something a little bit more of obligation instead of the love and the excitement it once was. Should I'm not sure what you're saying. Should Precious date Elvis? Uh-huh. Oh, I think somebody's asking me a question here. I'm not reading you. So don't put questions in the chat unless I ask you for your question. Now, I didn't offer a reading to you, so don't ask me questions to do a reading unless I offer you a reading. Don't assume I'm going to read you because you didn't ask me. I was thinking I was talking to the person that I was offering the reading to. But as you said, there is no job change for him, who also everything is fine between us. Well, I'm showing for you, you're working hard. You're not holding on to anything too tightly, but you're a little disappointed here. And for them, I'm seeing a great big change, a transformation, something that they have to let go. Something is ending for them. And they don't really feel really secure about it. And they're not listening to you when it happens. And so there is this responsibility, and this is a it's looking like a relationship that's turning into one is being responsible for the other, and then because of this obligation or this responsibility, and it just seems like, one is insecure, the other one is being okay, but there is some pushing away, a little bit of resistance to this relationship. And so, there is a reunion in some way of someone needing to see that one is disconnected and causing the other one to be dissatisfied here because there is unhappiness. So maybe this is not reading for you. Maybe I was trying to tap into you, but everybody else kept on going and making it about them because I seen a bunch of people asking their questions, and I thought I was just trying to talk to you. So that's what's coming up here. There's somebody here that is not very happy, and it looks like there is healing that's happening in this relationship. One is being supportive, the other one is not. And you're asking, if 3.5 years, you're asking, yeah, well, it says, my partner is Gemini, I'm Aries. Can you let me know what are the marriage possibilities are in a relationship from 3.5 years? I'm seeing one is obligated to the other, and the other one is not. One's changing and one's healing the other one and the other one's changing. But I do see healing happening here. But right now there's not happiness here. Which one is going through a transformation? I would look at the question that you asked because if everything is so great between the two of you, I would really look at why you're asking me if you are going to get married because I think there is something hidden here that you need to look at. All right. I am been on for over an hour. I also have to go and do the sign reads for the other half of the signs. So, no, I didn't agree to any more readings. Thank you for offering to tell me who was the name that was next, but people are not guaranteed to read. No one's guaranteed to read. I'm just being kind and choosing to do readings. Yeah. Nobody's guaranteed to read. I People can ask, and if you ask when I say, do you want to read? And I'll go down to lists and I will go and pick people, but nobody's guaranteed. The only way you're guaranteed is if you actually have a membership. That's the only way. All right. I'm gonna go eat. Yeah. Nobody's guaranteed to read. I'm just, me. I try my best to get to everyone, but I could be sitting here all day and I need to eat and I need to go and do the other reads. Um, so every time I come on, you can ask, but nobody's guaranteed. If you're a member, that's the only way. That is part of the privilege of being a member. All right. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. And remember, you're always manifesting. What are you manifesting?